Mm, Good morning. It is 9 a.m. and time to do my daily bingo board to-do list for the day. In the week since we talked about this, I have done a lot of iterating and some streamlining on it, and so very happy to share this with you. I'll quickly share the document I have. So the Google Doc that I have for this is just a spreadsheet. It's got a tab that's the daily board. It's got a tab where I keep my to-do list. This is the one that gets copied into the generator, and then this is just like things I need to do maybe tomorrow, maybe a little bit more in the future, and then I keep these colored blocks of like standard things that go in every day. And then there's a tracker that keeps track of how many bingos to date, how many squares I've ticked off to date, where there's a date, a note, just like to give some context for what that day was, how many bingos, how many totals. So going back to the daily board, I don't always like do it at the end of the day. So now I'm gonna okay, what did I do at the end of the night last night? And like, what did I might have done yesterday and not checked off immediately? And so now I can calculate. Oh, I did do that. Haha, an extra bingo. Two extra bingo. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And I have 4 bingos. I hardly ever get all 24. It's usually I hardly ever get 24. It's usually between like 15 and like between 12 and 16 is like 19 is pretty good for me. And now I'm just gonna like paste over this so I don't need to do anything with it right now. Go to my to-do list. I did that yesterday. Still need to do those things. I'm gonna drag on. I'll check over like my everyday ones to see if all of these are still relevant. And all of these are still relevant. And I will drag some things that I'm likely to do today onto my list to get up to 24. All right, so I have a list of 24 things, and there's a link to the generator, the bingo generator right here. There's information that's just like a warning because like I didn't paste any actual things, so it's like, oh, your things are undefined. I'm gonna add them right now. But there's information about the free space value and like the heading. The heading doesn't matter because I'm copying and pasting, but those stay in the URL. So if you want to like do any custom things that are available in this bingo generator, it'll be saved in this link. So the word list needs to be separated by commas. In my source list, there's a hidden row of commas here, except for number 24. There's no comma after that, because if there is, it'll assume there's something after that, and so that'll enter 25 things, and one will be blank, something will be missing. So there's no comma after 24, and I have this hidden, just so then if these are longer, they can flow over into the next cell without being interrupted. So copy all of column B through column E and paste it into here. You can see like there's the commas in there. Generate bingo card. And now all of the things in my list are randomized in different spots on the board. I can just copy here, paste it back into my board, do a couple little quality of life changes, change it to mid. Also, I turn on word wrap because like long ones, that'll happen. Make my center square as purple. Do a brighter purple. Ooh, not that bright. And now this will be accessible on my computer, on my phone, on my tablet, wherever I need it. And so as I do things, or if I really need to like make next step, this one says next step on something, I'll just change it to whatever specific step I'm taking at the time. Yeah, and I can update them. I like keeping the numbers on the list so that, because like it gets jumbled here, then I can go back to my source list and find what item it's referencing quickly to change it, clean it up, whatever I need to do. And yeah, I can go about my day. So that took me 7 minutes, including the little extra explanations I have for it. That's the gist of what you need to do to have a daily bingo card. As I was working on this over the week and like I iterated and like cleaned up my process, and also wrote a lot about how I get to 24 things and a little bit more about how I organize it. So if you're interested in me talking about that, I can record something that's more in depth about this. But these little things, 7 minutes, all you really need to know to get started using a bingo board as your to-do list with my process and the generator that I use. Link to this sheet will be in the description, so you can save a copy and make changes to your needs. But there will be a link to the bingo generator on the to-do source tab right up in square A1. Go forth, have fun, be productive.